Dear students, today we shall learn how to trace the curves which are given in parametric form. Now, what do we mean by parametric form? Suppose the equation of the curve is x is equal to f of t and y is equal to g of t, where t is a parameter. So when the curve is given in this form, x in terms of t and y in terms of t, then we say that the curve is in parametric form. Now there are two methods for drawing the curves, depends upon the curve which method is to be used. First method is by eliminating t, we can obtain Cartesian form of the curve. You eliminate t from these two equations and then we shall get equation in terms of x and y. And then you draw the curve as already been taught to you while discussing the tracing of curves in Cartesian form. Let's take few examples. Okay, suppose you have this curve. Trace x is equal to a cos phi, y is equal to a sin phi. Now eliminate phi. How do you eliminate? Square and add these two terms. So we have x square plus y square is equal to a square. Now this curve, what does this represent? This represents a circle having center at the point 0, 0 and radius a. Okay, similarly if you have this curve, x is equal to at square, y is equal to 2at. And now if you eliminate t between these two equations, you will get y square is equal to 4ax. Now y square is equal to 4ax represents a parabola. If you take this curve, x is equal to t square, y is equal to t minus t cube upon 3. Now you square y and then put the values of x in terms of t square. X is t square. So eliminate t between these two equations. So you will get 9y square is equal to x into x minus 3 whole square. Now we have learned this tracing. Shape of the curve will be like this. The curve will pass to the point 0, 0 and 3, 0, right? Now if you take this curve, x is equal to 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square, y is equal to 2t upon 1 plus t square. If you square and add these two terms, you will get x square plus y square is equal to 1, which is a circle having center at the origin and radius 1. If you take this curve, x is equal to 3at upon 1 plus t square, y is equal to 3at square upon 1 plus t square, right? So if you cube these x and y and add this, we'll get x cube plus y cube is equal to 3axy, right? Which we had done. We have drawn this curve. This is known as folium of Descartes. We have already done this in Cartesian form. And if you take this curve, x is equal to a sine square t, y is equal to a sine cube t upon cos t. And if you eliminate t between these two equations, we will get y square into a minus x is equal to x cube. We have also drawn this curve. This curve is known as cycloid. So this is the first method. By eliminating t between those two equations, we will get equation in terms of x and y, and then we can trace that curve. Now if elimination is not possible, then what is the method? This is method 2. If elimination of t is not possible, the following procedure can be adopted. Step 1. Find dy by dx. What is dy by dx? dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt. And then step 2, we form the table. In the first row we have various values of t, and depending upon the values of t, we will get x and y. And then correspondingly we will find dy by dx at those points, so that we get slope at those points. And then we join the points obtained in step 2 using the slopes dy by dx of at those points. Okay, now let's see few examples. Trace the curve x is equal to a into t plus sine t, y is equal to a into 1 plus cos t. Now remember that these type of curves are known as cycloid. There are 4 kinds of cycloid, depends upon the sign: plus plus, plus minus, minus plus, minus minus, right? Now let's find out dx by dt. Dx by dt is a into 1 plus cos t. Similarly, dy upon dt is minus a sin t. So therefore dy upon dx is dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt, which is minus a sin t upon a into 1 plus cos t. A gets cancelled. Sin t is 2 sin t by 2 cos t by 2, and 1 plus cos t can be written as 2 cos square t by 2. So this is equal to minus tan t by 2. So this will give us slope at different points. Now we take different values of t. We take values of t from minus pi to pi. So when t is minus pi, then you put t as minus pi. Now what is sine of minus pi? Sine of minus pi is 0. So x is minus a into pi. And y will be 0. dy by dx will be infinity. Similarly, at t is equal to minus pi by 2, x is minus a into pi by 2 plus 1, y is a, dy by dx is 1. dy by dx 1 means tangent makes angle of 45 degrees at this point. Similarly, when t is 0, then x is 0 and y is 2a and dy by dx is 0. So that means at the point 0, 2a, dy by dx is 0, means tangent is parallel to x-axis. And similarly, we can find out for pi by 2 and pi. For pi by 2, dy by dx is minus 1, means tangent makes angle of 135 degrees with the x-axis, this point. And for t is equal to pi, dy by dx is minus infinity, means tangent is parallel to y-axis. So you draw this curve, show one branch of this cycloid. Now remember one thing, you have to show one branch of the cycloid. When there is plus sign in x, then you take limits of t from minus pi to pi, and when there is minus sign in x, then you take limits of t from 0 to 2 pi, so that there is one complete branch of the cycloid. Okay, let's take one more example of this type. Trace the curve x is equal to a into t minus sin t, y is equal to a into 1 minus cos t. So dx by dt is a into 1 minus cos t, and dy upon dt is a into sin t. So therefore dy upon dx is equal to a sin t divided by a into 1 minus cos t. For sin t, write 2 sin t by 2 into cos t by 2, and 1 minus cos t is 2 sin square t by 2, which comes out to be cot t by 2. Okay, now let's form the table. Because there is minus sign in the expression for x, so therefore we take the limits of t from 0 to 2 pi. So when t is 0, what is x? T is 0, this is 0, this is 0, so x is 0. Similarly, cos 0 is 1, so y is equal to 0. dy by dx is infinity. That means tangent is parallel to y-axis. So at the point 0, 0, tangent is y-axis. For pi by 2, x is a into pi by 2 minus 1, y is a, and dy upon dx is 1. So this is the point where tangent will make angle 45 degrees with x-axis. Similarly, for t is equal to pi, we have x is equal to a pi and y is equal to 2a, and dy by dx is 0. For 3 pi by 2, dy by dx is minus 1, and for t is equal to 2 pi, dy by dx is minus infinity. So join these 2 points, you will get one complete branch of the cycloid. Okay. Let's take third example. This curve x to the power 2 by 3 plus y to the power 2 by 3 is equal to a to the power 2 by 3. This curve is known as asteroid. And parametric form of this curve is given by x is equal to a cos cube t, y is equal to a sin cube t. Now you can check from here that the curve is symmetrical about both axes as well as about the line y is equal to x. 0, 0 does not satisfy this equation, therefore curve does not pass through the origin. Points of intersection with the axis, if you put x is equal to 0, you will get y is equal to plus minus a, and if you put y is equal to 0, then we get x is equal to plus minus a. So therefore curve passes through plus minus a 0 and 0 plus minus a. At the point A, what is the x coordinate? X coordinate is a. That means a cos cube t, value of x is a cos cube t, parametric form, is equal to a. So cos t is 1, that means t is equal to 0. So t is 0 at this point. Similarly, at the point B, we have x is equal to 0, means a cos cube t is 0, cos t is 0, that means t is equal to pi by 2. Right? And dy by dx is dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt. So this will come out to be minus t, tan t. So at t is equal to 0, dy upon dx is 0, means x axis is the tangent to the curve. And at t is equal to pi by 2, dy by dx is minus infinity. That means y axis is tangent to the curve. Now you can take values of t and then draw the curve in the first quadrant. And by symmetry, curve shape of the curve will be like this. This is known as asteroid. Okay, let's take one more example. Trace the curve x is equal to a cos t plus a upon 2 log of tan square t by 2, y is equal to a sin t. This curve is known as tractrix. So find out dx upon dt. Dx upon dt will be minus a sin t plus a by 2, 1 upon tan square t by 2, 2 tan t by 2 sec square t by 2 into half. So if you simplify it, convert into terms of sine and cos, you will get it as a cos square t upon sine t. And dy upon dt is a cos t. So therefore dy upon dx is dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt, which is a cos t upon a cos square t divided by sine t, which will come out to be tan t. So now we form the table. We take values of t from minus pi to pi, minus pi by 2, 0, pi by 2 and pi. Now when t is 0, what is x? If you put t is equal to 0 in this, right? So we will get, what is log of 0? Log of 0 is minus infinity, right? So when t is 0, x is minus infinity, y is equal to a sin 0 means 0, and dy upon dx is tan 0 means 0. That means when t is 0, x is minus infinity and y is 0. That means this line is the asymptote. Similarly, when t is pi by 2, we get x is equal to 0, y is equal to a, and dy upon dx is infinity. That means y axis is the tangent. And when t is pi, x will be infinity, y is 0, and dy upon dx is 0. So t is 0, t pi by 2, t is equal to pi. And similarly, you can take for negative values of t minus pi and minus pi by 2. So the whole shape, the shape of the curve is like this. This is known as tractrix. Okay, thank you so much.